Hey sports fans, welcome back to another everydaysportsfans.com video. As always, I'm your host Chris, and today we're going to be talking about how Deshaun Watson got kicked out of a Tuscaloosa, Alabama bar. No April Fools. This happened yesterday, March 31st. Let's talk about it. So based on some constructive criticism I recently received, I will be getting straight to the video in this one. So stay tuned for a video in which Deshaun Watson is at a bar in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and is asked to leave. That clip is coming up next. I'll have a link to the guy's video down, or his Twitter, where he posted it, in the description. Check that out. Don't harass the guy, but watch this clip and we'll discuss it after it's over.
Oh, that's rude. That's rude. That is rude. No, that is rude.
What are you going to find them?
No, never find them. Yeah. I feel bad too. Oh, that's sad. That is sad. Sorry. No, it's sad. Just because he played football.
So that clip, in my mind, emulates why most of the nation outside of the SEC has a reason and does actively root against Alabama. So if you're an Alabama fan, I'm sorry, because this is not going to be friendly to you. I realize most of you are great, normal humans that contribute to the human experience, but there are a select few of you that make it so hard for the rest of us to root for you guys. And I get it. A lot of it is jealousy. My team will never be in the national championship picture, and most teams that are even in it will never be as consistently in it as you guys are. So put that aside. I will accept the fact that a lot of people root against you because of jealousy, but that's not what we're going to cover in this video. And like I said, 70 to 80% of Alabama fans, probably more, are good, normal human beings. But some of you just make it so hard to root for you guys. And if you don't believe me, watch the Paul Feinbaum show. He's not the best representation of any of the Southern schools, but it goes to show how some of them have some fans that you're just like, how are you a real person, and how have you survived this long on your own? Anyways, to the clip. The person that actually asked Deshaun Watson to leave was Ryan Anderson, former linebacker, and by former I mean he was on the national championship team. He's currently preparing for the draft. Is the one who asked him to leave. So I don't know if you guys saw it, but I saw Deshaun Watson just sitting there minding his own business, and he was approached and asked to leave. Now, you can hear people actively saying how sad it is. I think it's a mom, it sounds like, ironically, at the table that this guy is filming, or, because if we have it set up, he's filming like here, Deshaun Watson's over here. It sounds like the lady was either like right here or like this side of him that was, talking about this is sad just because he played football at a different school, blah, 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 blah. I don't know if she knows the whole story about the national championship and everything like that, but somebody there, at least, even if she's not technically tied to the university, I don't know where she went to school, she saw that this was wrong. Someone was being asked to leave for no reason other than they played at a school that beat the school in which they were at. Now, this being said, I gotta get this out of the way early before people really just start getting keyboard warrior on me. Deshaun Watson, why did you in your head think it was a good idea to go to Tuscaloosa and go to a bar? Like, one, you should be training for the NFL draft, but I get it, you can't train 24/7. But take a break, go to Myrtle Beach, go anywhere. Tuscaloosa, Alabama is where you want to get your mind off things while you're preparing for the draft. Did you forget the national championship you won against them? Of course there are going to be some people that are still bitter about it. It's almost like you wanted the attention of this, because in my opinion, your draft stock did rise. Especially after some of the things we've had with Trevon Boykin and all, Mixon. Like, a lot of stuff, when videos come out of people in bars and drinking situations, it's usually negative. You stood up, didn't say a word, didn't look like you even chirped back at them. You stood up, you left with, like, your little posse, and I think that was a classy move on your part. But I do think it was not wise of you to decide to go there. And then if you weren't for some, I don't know, Nike thing or whatever you might have been doing there, I don't know why you thought it was a good idea to go to a public college kind of bar. Go out to a nicer restaurant where people aren't going to give you crap. That being said, how funny will it be if Ryan Anderson, who will obviously get drafted after Deshaun Watson most likely, how funny will it be if they get put on the same team? Like, that is going to be such a great media story of how someone brings up, hey, so Ryan, you know, your new franchise quarterback or whatever Deshaun Watson ends up being, you guys had an incident back in March, early April, where you kicked him out of a bar into Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Any thoughts? I think that's going to be a funny reason for him to, explain, I was just trying to be a tough guy and stand up for my school, but, Deshaun Watson and I are teammates now and rah-rah brotherhood. So I guarantee that's going to be his answer. He's not going to sit there as like a middle round draft pick and be like, nah, I hate that guy, to the quarterback that his team drafted. Now, it probably won't happen, but I think it'd be hilarious if they get drafted on the same team. Anyway, so to conclude this video, Deshaun Watson, just focus on the NFL draft. Ryan Anderson, focus on the NFL draft. I'm going to mediate and separate you two. Just go do your things. Ryan, stay in Tuscaloosa. Deshaun, go back to Clemson. Everybody get ready for their draft because you have great bright futures in front of you. And Deshaun, whoever that girl is with you, she's a keeper. Anyways, I'm interested to hear what you guys say. Please leave a like to this video. It really helps, but that spiel will all be at the end of this video. But I want to ask you guys to comment down below on if you think Ryan Anderson was in the right and I am completely wrong, or Deshaun Watson was in the right and he should be allowed to eat wherever he wants. It doesn't matter. Or if there's a median. I'm curious to know if you guys were there in that situation as one of these two players. How would you have handled it? Make sure you leave that comment down below, and all the rest of it will be covered by this guy. Hey, so I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, leave it a thumbs up as it really helps out the channel. Also, hit the subscribe button down below. If you can't find that for some reason, hit the logo right here. It will also give you the subscription, so you'll get free content from me every time it comes out. Also, check out these personally picked videos from me via YouTube for you. If you're interested in making content of your own, make sure you check us out on www.everydaysportsfans.com, and let's get you riding. But until next time, I will see you guys later.